Namaste. My name is Nilesh Sinha and welcome to my channel Pilgrimage Varanasi. Today's topic, what I am going to discuss with you is basically whenever we talk about a city like Varanasi or the text which are the Hindu religious text, we often refer these cities or the text as holy city or holy text. Today I would be talking about Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas and epics. As of now, what we understand about our holy text, these texts are written somewhere around 2000 years to 2500 years ago. Before that, it was more of an oral tradition what we were following. And as I said, that was the time when we started giving this oral tradition into a textual form or a book form. That means the Vedas, which are the oldest text of Hindu religion, have been given a book form, let's say around 2500 years ago. But that does not mean that these books are only 2500 years old. They were there before that as well. It is only that we have initiated to write them down in a book form at that era or at that point of time. And the main reason was these books can live forever for the benefit of the society. And actually this way they have benefited us as an inheritance of Indian subcontinent, that is one of the oldest living society with their culture, tradition intact. Before I go further, I would like to tell you one more thing over here is that the view what I am presenting it to you about Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas and epic, it is not the detailing or not the explanation what I am doing. It is more about I am telling you how old they are, what are the references of theirs in our society or our religion, as well as when, where, how they came into existence. Now let's come back to the point, which is the first Veda was Rig Veda. Little later than that came the Samved and then the Yajur Veda. And the last one in the series was Atharva Veda. Initially they were the oral text, probably began to be transmitted to humans about roughly, let's say 4000 years ago. After Vedas, Upanishads came, and they came roughly around 3000 years ago. The Vedas on which our Sanatan Dharma is based upon has three sections. They are Karma Kand, ritualistic section, Upasana Kand, worship section, Gyan Kand, knowledge section. And for each branch of Veda, we have Upanishads explaining those branches. So basically, Upanishads are the explanations. Currently, there are 108 Upanishads are available in the text form. Now, the epic like Mahabharata, Ramayana and Puranas, born around 2000 years ago. If I say these works are the initiation of human society in the structural development, as we were in Indian subcontinent and as a society we were still evolving at that point of time. So a system was needed to taught to the society to understand and develop structurally, and the intellectuals of that time led the society by giving them these books as a wisdom. When we see these books at present, we realize how developed the society was at that point of time, who have understood the psychology of the human so minutely that every why has been answered in Sanatan Dharma or in this text of wisdom. If we go back in around 1000 years ago, when the epic of Ramayana, which was originally written in Sanskrit, has been translated by the poet of different part of the country in their regional languages. For example, Khamban Ramayana in Tamil, the Balram Das Ramayana in Oriya, and Eknath Ramayana in Marathi. And the most modern translation of Sanskrit Ramayana, which is Valmiki's Ramayana, was done by Sri Tulsidas ji in the 15th century, and which is popularly known as Ramcharit Manas. When we see these translations, every poet has given their own understanding according to the prevailing structure of the society which was present around them, and that has helped the Ramayana reaching to every household in this Indian subcontinent. Now let's talk about Upanishads. What are Upanishads? As in the beginning I said that Vedas have branches, and every branch has an Upanishad to explain them. For example, Rig Veda has 21 branches. That means we have 21 Upanishads for Rig Veda. Again, if I ask you what exactly did you understand by Upanishad? Technically, it means sit down and talk to me, like a discussion or a chat. Basically, it is an inquiry on any topic, any subject. And if I say specifically, the focus will be on Atma, which is soul, conciseness, essence, and so on. The Vedas have many mantras, hymns, detailed rituals, and melodies. The Upanishads discuss in length the meaning, the mystery of the Vedas. They are the commentaries that emerged out of discussion between sages and kings, men and women, teacher and student, husbands and wives. Out of 108 Upanishads, 10 Upanishads are the Mukhya Upanishad. That means the main Upanishads. These are Isha, Kena, Katha, Prasanna, Mundaka, Mandukya, Taittiriya, Aitreya, Chandogya, Bradranayaka. What do they teach? There are 4 goals of human life: Dharma, Karma, Arth, and Moksha. And the Upanishad deals with Moksha. They contain Brahma Vidya, that means knowledge of God leading to liberation. And if I'll say also the knowledge of liberation leading to Varanasi. Although the last statement of mine is more of a deep philosophical understanding of city called Varanasi as a hub of knowledge. As you go back in the history, you will find many scholars of Hinduism gained knowledge in Varanasi. Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, all of them have deep-rooted connection with the city Varanasi, or I would say Kashi. And I would say this was also one of the main reasons why the city Kashi was famous as luminous city. Just one more point I would like to add into my statement. The Vedas are around 4,000 years old. Upanishads are 3,000 years old, explaining the meaning of Vedas. What does Purana mean? The literal translation of the word Purana means ancient or old, and the Puranas in Hinduism has a genre of Indian literature on vast range of topics. There are 1 Mahapurana, 17 Mukhya Purana means main, and 18 Up Purana means minor, and all of them together have more than 400,000 verses. In Hinduism, the origin of all these holy texts have a very interesting story. In my coming videos, I will try to present those stories related to Vedas or the explanation of Vedas as well as Upanishads and Puranas in detail with you. In the meanwhile, if you like what I am doing, please support me by subscribing into my channel and also hit the like button. And if you really like it, please share with your friends and family. And you can follow me on Twitter as well as Instagram and Facebook with the name Pilgrimage Varanasi. Till now, whatever I have explained it to you, probably you do not see any connection with the visuals, but it is more about the stories what I am narrating it to you. Do not try to connect my story with the visuals of Varanasi, but as a religious aspect of it, definitely Varanasi is the hub. And do tell us what else do you want me to cover in my coming videos in my comment section so that I can research upon and present it to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.